What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, that dude. Let's talk about what y'all talking about, which is Kevin Stefanski under fire for his post-game locker room comments and his post-game press conference comments about Shedeur Sanders, or lack thereof. He didn't talk about Shedeur Sanders in a way that fans are happy, and now they're calling for his head. A lot of people have been sending me this video like, dog, you got to break this down. So we're going to break this down because what Kevin Stefanski did is actually par for the course. I know a lot of fans don't want to hear it. I know a lot of fans don't know about it, but I'm going to take y'all inside this locker room. So let's get into that. But before we do all that, make sure you support this channel, like and subscribe to it. Make sure you support the kids in the community. Leave your email at projecttransition.org or leave a donation and become a gym member, a giver every month. Like Ty Mosley, who is one of our gym members and will receive that book, Have the Most Impact in the Community. Now, what did Kevin Stefanski do or not do that got everybody mad and hot 100? Let's talk.
All right, fellas, hey, that concludes that block versus Carolina. That compete block, that's it. And guess what? That block that we just got completed with that practice versus them with this game tonight, this football team got better. This football team got better this entire week by stacking these days, by competing versus them out there on the practice field, by competing versus them on the game field. 0 giveaways. Zero giveaways.
Okay, this is when people starting to perk up a little bit. Like, what? All right, so far a standard issue, right? Look, the visuals are the same. Some guys got their shirt on. Some got their shirt off. Some should have their shirt on that got it off. Y'all know how it goes. Everybody looking, eyes locked in on coach, especially if you're not a great player. You better be looking at coach because he's looking for you. We know how the game goes. But then he starts talking about the offense, right? 0 giveaways. Okay, this is when you're supposed to insert Shedeur, some fans think. Let's talk.
Okay, special teams, Buki, takeaway.
Get it, Book. What up, Book? Book.
On defense, Nick, takeaway.
Yeah. Now, what I love is my man right here getting therapy right now. Y'all ain't see the electric stem on the leg? Right now. All day, any day. Give it to him. See, boy.
That's +2.
2.
You win football games when you're +2. That's a hell of a job.
Hell yeah.
We have a ton to learn from this football game.
Talk, Coach.
Whether you played this game or not, there's a ton to teach off of. There's a ton to learn from, and we will. And when we're going to learn, we're getting back late tonight. We're back in at 12:15 for a team meeting. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hold up. What'd you just say at the end? He kind of slipped that in. We got a meeting at midnight. He didn't mean, he meant tomorrow till 15. All right, so anyway, okay, I understand what y'all are saying. Where's the Shedeur mention? You talking about special teams and defense. You singled out somebody on defense. And then you talk about the offense, just no giveaways. Shedeur was the starter for most of that game. He can't get no love? Okay, so that turns into articles written like this, okay. Browns fans want head coach fired for post-game comment about Shedeur Sanders. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. Basically, they're like, what the hell? Look at his body language. Look like he didn't even want Shedeur to even be involved, right? A lot of people were taking notice of that. And then his press conference after the game, so then they asked Shedeur about it. Shedeur basically says this. I honestly don't know, and I don't really care, Whenever it's my turn, I've just got to take advantage of it. I feel like today I did some good, some bad, and I know moving forward, I won't make the same mistakes twice. In terms of him getting more reps or starting more games, will he get a chance to start? Shedeur's playing it neutral, like, hey, he doesn't mean this, but I don't care. He means I can't influence them. So therefore, I just got to take what they give me, right? I get it, totally. Now, let's get into this for real. This is going to be a deeper dive. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. What Kevin Stefanski did was very familiar to me because I've played a lot of football. I ended up playing 25 years of football. Let's talk about it. The first thing is you got to know about once you get to this level, pro level, NFL stands for what? Not for long. Think about it. Not only just the players, coaches, not for long. So coaching, last thing he about to do is start coaching based on the hype. And I think a lot of people want him to be coaching based on that hype. We know Shedeur is starting. We know Shedeur is getting all this attention. Coach knows this as well. But I'm not getting caught in that hype, so I'm not going to coach in that hype. So a football coach thinks like you're supposed to think when you get in the weight room. How do you get bigger and stronger? You actually tear down your muscles. You actually break down your muscles, and then they repair themselves stronger. That's how it goes. You tear muscle fibers, and then you recover, and the next thing you know, you get bigger and stronger. Same thing with a football team. You actually break down players. You break them down through analysis, and you break them down in terms of their mentality. You break them down and to get to see how tough they are. You just tear them down and see how they build themselves up stronger. That's why we got to go through training camp. Nobody want to go through training camp, not a single soul, but we got to get broke down to build ourselves up stronger. So I understand what he was doing. I'm not about to come out here praising no dude. Why? Especially that dude. Why not that dude? Well, I had to turn my light on. Why not that dude? Because he's a fifth rounder. And fifth rounders don't get praise easy. It's not going to come easy to you, fifth rounder, just like making this team ain't going to come easy to you, fifth rounder. So look, Mr. Fifth Rounder, I know you're famous. I know you're a star. You're a top 10 star in our league already. That ain't got nothing to do with me. NFL, not for long. So you're fourth on our depth chart. This is just real talk. Beat it up in the comments. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but this is the medicine you need and the candy I'm giving you. He's a fourth on the depth chart, fifth rounder, fourth on the depth chart, and fifth on our debt chart. You know what a debt chart is? DEBT. That means we paying Deshaun Watson first, we paying Flacco next, then we paying Pickett, then we paying Gabriel, then we paying you. In terms of our love language, which is, oh, hi, itty bitty.
Daddy,
Yes, baby.
can I stay with you play this morning right now?
Okay, but you got to go back in the room so I can finish. You can say hi to everybody and show them your eye boogers. Hi. This is itty bitty. This is Livy. Okay, you got to go up there now, though. I love you, and I'll be up there right after this. Deal?
Well, Daddy,
You know, 5, 4,
can I just
3.
play?
Yeah, you can go in the living room and play with your dolls or your room. 2, love you. I'll be out in a second. 1, this the NFL. This video ain't gonna be long. Not for long for doing this video after that. She's coming back. Okay, so think about it. Fifth rounder who is fourth on the depth chart, who is fifth on the debt chart. I'm just letting y'all know where he stands, okay? And since that love language is money, we all know you got to go out there and get it and jump that line. And I'm not going to make it easy for you because I want to see what you really got, how tough you really are. So people are like, why didn't you still give him props? He balled. Give him props. Because I'm going to tell you, to give him props in that moment, as much as it could have built up Shedeur, which I don't think it does because he's not lacking any confidence, it actually tears down, in a way, Pickett and Gabriel that is not constructive. Why? Because they ain't had a chance to play yet. So pumping up Shedeur makes it seem like, oh, he's doing something that they haven't done. And he's like, all I want them to know is y'all going to have to earn it. Shedeur got a chance, and he took advantage of it. He's supposed to. Right? What did Chris Rock say? You're supposed to go out there and play well. You're supposed to be a father. You're supposed to take care of your kids. You're supposed to do well, Shedeur. But these other kids are hurt, hamstrings. They ain't played yet. So I don't want to make it seem like they haven't done something because they got to go out there and do it. And then we're going to go from there. Hold on one second. This girl turning off lights. All right. Woo. These itty bitties are on it. All right. So from there, you got to know that there's another reason why Stefanski, and this is the reason I think everybody's picking up on, that he's trying to break in Shedeur in terms of his confidence. He's trying to break Shedeur in terms of his personality because he got cocky tendencies. Let's call them cocky tendencies, right? You get enough attention, Shedeur. Why in the hell I got to give you attention? That kind of stuff we reading from him, right? That's real. And look, these cocky tendencies, these things that people say, oh, that's just who he is. He's unapologetic, whatever you want to say. Let me tell you what an NFL coach is seeing. He's like, dude, this is what the NFL scouts, coaches, personnel are seeing. I know a lot of people say it's a conspiracy. I'm just going to tell you what they're thinking. Dog, how in the hell are you legendary before you even get drafted? Okay, so when you legendary before you get drafted, the last thing I'm about to do is fan the flame of you thinking you legendary. And a lot of people in the NFL circles are still sitting there like, this Shedeur, humble Shedeur, I don't know about that. How long is this gonna last? How long he gonna hold his breath underwater, right? This ain't who he really is. He's just trying to play that role right now because he got humbled. Well, everybody who gets humbled does play that role. But who are you really? Like in success, if I do give you congratulations, if I do give you the keys, how you gonna drive then? You gonna drive safely like you are right now, 10-2? Or you gonna go back to the pinky on the wheel like, psh, I'm legendary? Coach Stefanski knows that, and he's trying to make sure he tempers that, right? Bring it down a notch. Let's just watch you in success and in failure to see who you really gonna be for these Cleveland Browns. Another thing that hasn't left everybody's mindset, an NFL mindset. Think about it. I know y'all don't think the same way because y'all fans or viewers, but in the NFL, when Shedeur had that beef with Cam Newton, that rubbed a lot of NFL people the wrong way, including me. But I ain't the one making decisions. People who are making decisions like, that's how we respect our elders. That's how we respect our greats. Cam Newton, say what you want about him. I don't want to hear about his content. I want to hear about he didn't jump on no fumble. I want to hear you say that's an NFL MVP. You better respect that man. You better put some respect on his name. And when that went, I'm just letting you know, these are all the little nuggets that add up to one big boulder, which is why you see Coach Stefanski glaring omission of Shedeur Sanders. Another thing is, if you play in a preseason game and you ball out, the last thing we want to do if you're Kevin Stefanski, and in a moment I don't think he even knew this. He may have saw it live and in person. But when you're done with a preseason game and you just went through all what you went through if you're Shedeur Sanders, you shouldn't have a confrontation. You shouldn't have a conversation with a reporter saying, even though you were being nice and being respectful, but saying, why you only write bad stuff about me? This ain't the time. First of all, you don't want the coaches, you don't want the team to know that you even paying attention to that stuff. Because guess what? They writing bad stuff about the team. They writing bad stuff about the coach. They writing bad stuff about all y'all. Now, some of you guys get more favorable attention. We get it. But everybody's got to deal with that smoke. Why are you now in one game already confronting that smoke? That's not a good sign at all. Stefanski ain't stupid. He may not be the coach for the Cleveland Browns long. Y'all may not love him because, since his beginning in his first year or so, it's been downhill or roller coaster ride, whatever you want to say. These are the elements to which he's trying to hold his team accountable, and these are the principles that he's going to either win with or lose with and be out of town with. That's what it is. So let's talk about this, and I'll get you guys out of here. Remember in that game, this is something that coaches understand. And Shedeur even said it. I got a C+ for my grade. I gave him a B- before the game. I was like, I think he's going to play B-. He says C+. He's being hard on himself, but I get where he's coming from. You know where he's coming from? He left some plays out there on the field. You know who knows which plays he left out on the field? He does. Kevin Stefanski does. So I don't care sometimes, and this used to happen to me, used to happen to all of us. I do the wrong thing on the blitz and get a sack. I'm dancing, crowd yelling, coach looking at me like this. Really? That's what we doing? You know why? Because coaches, more than even outcome, I think that they regard and respect that if you're reliable more than just outcome. Yeah, of course we want you to make plays. We'll take it all day. But if I can't call and then you actually are reliable enough to run it, and then the team is in sync because everybody knows that we're doing the same thing, right? If we can't play it that way, then what kind of team are we? We're going to be up and down. So there's a lot of times players get away with stuff just because it worked. But coaches, and this is respect, rest in peace, Junior Seau was the king of this. Coach would call a blitz, he got A gap. You know where Junior was? D gap. Why? Because that's where the ball was. And coach is sitting there like, yeah, but Marcellus had D gap, so he running up on my back or he getting there before me. Coach like, It works for Junior, but I don't want nobody else trying what Junior is doing. That's what I'm talking about. So how many plays did Shedeur leave on the field? How many times he's supposed to hit this guy and he missed it? I showed you guys a couple. I showed you when he ran out the pocket and got the first down. He easily could have thrown a first down, but he chose the path of most resistance. Those kind of plays. Be reliable. I don't know what Stefanski knows, but the plays that were called, even Shedeur admitted, I left some out there on the field. So you got to be reliable if you're going to be the guy that coach is going to single out. All right? And remember this. In the beginning of that game, that first quarter was a struggle. Why? Carolina had their starters out there. They had their big dogs out there. 3 and outs, wasn't it? 3 and outs. Then they got that muff punt. And then inside the 10-yard line, they score. Just letting you know. Coach ain't sitting there like you lighting it up. Because when you playing they dogs, and I know you ain't have first-team reps, so that's why I ain't tripping. I ain't call you out in the negative way. I just didn't call you out in the positive way. That's how that went down, right? So Shedeur could be graded like he did as a C+. Now, if you got a C+, am I calling you out? If you in school and you get a C+, you think your teacher raising your hand? Unless you on the short bus, unless you on the little Cheeto, ain't nobody calling you out with no C+. So all I say is I understand where Kevin Stefanski's coming from. I coach a little different than Kevin Stefanski. I bend the rules a little bit more, but I'm also not a high-level coach like that. I coach itty-bitties. But remember this is for Shedeur and for all the Shedeur fans out there, that in the NFL, as in life, your attitude is altitude. You got a great attitude, you're going a long way. You're going a lot of places. You got a bad attitude, all right. So fans, if y'all over here mad at Kevin Stefanski getting cut, that ain't the good attitude. That ain't the right attitude. That ain't gonna work. Just letting you know. So I totally felt that. I've been in that position before too. Many a times. I got too many stories, right? Y'all recruited me. I come here, I'm fourth string. I ain't getting no reps. Fake depth chart. 2 weeks later, I'm starting. Okay, right? I've been there before. When I'm the man, I come in here and I ball out. I'm coach calling everybody else out. I'm like, I play way better than him. Oh, he expects more out of me. Y'all play it any way y'all want to, but beefing online with Kevin Stefanski, let's just say, ain't the way it's going to work. Ain't the best way to go get it. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. You think you think Kevin Stefanski did that on purpose? Mm-hmm. You think he going to keep doing it on purpose? Mm-hmm. Because he got those tendencies. He got those cocky tendencies. And everybody know that guy on the team. He always feeling like it's all good. And you can say all the right things and all that, but when that game ended and him and that reporter were talking, I was like, oh, man, he just holding his breath. He about to put that pinky back on the steering wheel. All right, so now, baby, my itty-bitty back again, sorry. What's up, baby? You have to go upstairs and listen, okay? No more coming back. What's that?
Raya won't let me, and she won't let me play with her dolls.
Okay, go upstairs, and what do I always say? You two work it out, okay? That's not something you need me for. No referee. Close the door, and I got to go.
But she's sleeping, and she won't let me.
Okay, well, then you play with the other ones till she wakes up, and don't wake her up. Love you. Oh, she mad now. I let them work it out. They hate that. All right, so now, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. Oh, look at this new sponsor. Yes, Vinia, actually a company I'm a part of right here. You got to check out Vinia and this Daily Chews. I want y'all to be able to read this. Yes, Vinia, Vinia. What is it? Well, Vinia, let me tell you guys, it's something that I use on the daily. It really helps me out in terms of my blood flow. So it's a superfood made from red grape cells that boosts your blood flow by opening up your arteries. All right, so you get more oxygen, more nutrients, and more energy for your grind, like 70% more, and better artery dilation. All this big word stuff that really helps out. And you get it quick. I'm talking about heart health, brain power, all day energy, so I can chase my itty bitties, play some pickleball, play a little bit of golf, and lift a weight or two, right? So y'all out here running on E, stop that and fuel your body with Vinia and keep balling in life right here. So check out Vinia. The link is in my description, and then you guys will be in flow with your boy, okay? Vinia. Go to my link in my description for more information. Trust me. Y'all get off all that coffee, all that stuff. Talking about the red grapefruit. Ooh. Let's go get that. Now, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. Oh, Stefanski, they mad at you. They don't know how it goes in the locker room. Locker room. Hard hat, Kevin. Stefanski. Man, his last name's Stefanski. You know he with the smoke. No praise. No praise, Shedeur. No praise parade. Hey, let's go get that thing. Yo, Shedeur came out first game throwing dots. Crowd screaming wild. Yeah, that rookie was hot. Cleveland on their feet. Whole city going nuts. But Kev sitting like still he got paper cuts. Don't get cocky, Rook. This NFL grind. I done seen flash in the pans left way behind. You had one good game, man, big deal. So what? Do it all season before I give you that strut. Headset on, arms folded real tight, sipping black coffee, trying to find something not right. That's football coach law. Don't get gas. No flowers till you drag your cleats through the glass. You impressed? Okay, you better think twice. I've got a poker face. First energy, nice. Must not know that I'm making the squad, Smile in the film room, but you're not on the pod. See, in coach world, praise is like gold. Gotta earn it by the pound. Can't get it when you're told. He keep rookies humble. That's the OG plan. Cause too much hype turn a prince to a coulda been man. So no dap on no field, no pat on no back. Just that Monday tape session with a red pen attack. See here, Shedeur, your footwork slid. And on this play, man, you missed that, kid. Meanwhile, the city yelling, quarterback's the truth. Kev's like, yeah, but let's see him in week 2. Ooh, Shedeur smiling bet, I'll just keep on winning. While Kev acting like that touchdown never even happened. Oh, man. And I stay rapping, man. Damn, Cleveland, make me your captain. Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. Vinia, not a powder, not a pill. It's the twice daily chews, and yeah, they taste good too. I used to force down beet juice before games just to get my blood flow going. Hated the taste, hated the mess. Vinia, way better benefits, way better experience. This is a real blood flow product, clinically proven to dilate your arteries and help your blood flow naturally produce nitric oxide. Vinia actually retrains your cells to unlock more of it the way your body's supposed to. Bruh, that's pie seed resveratrol at work. Consistent, efficient, powerful. Whether I'm in the studio, running around with my itty bitties, or battling on a pickleball court, I want to stay sharp and in rhythm. Vinia helps me get there. It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. So if you're trying to show up every day at your best, skip the beet juice. Go with Vinia. Blood flow energy that shows up for you. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so